Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate Graham, and if this is your first time joining us, and if you end up liking, what we're doing here, then please make sure that you like and subscribe so that you'll see this come up. And actually, on YouTube, there is a notification bell. So even if you're currently subscribed, but you don't see the notification bell on, you might want to make sure that that is clicked so that you get notified if I make a new video or if I'm going live, which I will be doing a lot more in the coming weeks. So I'm on shamanic training next week. I am going to do a couple lives this weekend, so stay tuned for those. And then after that, I will do a more regular schedule. Also, my face may very well get pink in these videos because I do sit fairly close to my little wood stove fire here in the caravan. And I know I've promised a little caravan tour, but I am kind of waiting till I settle in a little bit more. That way, it's a little more functional and I can explain how it's actually working. When you move into a new place, like you end up changing a lot of different things as time goes on. Plus, I just got plants today, so I would have hated to have shown you the caravan tour without the plants. So anyways, I'll wait for that all to come together, and then I will share this place with you. And I'll also share more spots, maybe on YouTube Shorts and things. So make sure you're following me there or on TikTok. You can see my links below. I'm at Nomad Named Kate for Instagram and TikTok, and Heart's Frontier here on YouTube, which you would know because you're here. Anyway, this is actually just a little video to get us started. I'm going to be, you'll see these after, but I'm going to be recording some Empath Energetics session videos, but I just wanted to first cleanse the feed. So this is something I do usually off camera, but I just thought I'd show you a way to do it. And I'm missing something, so give me a moment. Here, I'll pause you so you don't have to watch me. Perfect. Okay. So what I needed to grab was a bowl of water. Something that I do when I do energy clearing is try to keep a bowl of water around. Sometimes actually when I work with clients, especially when I used to be in person with clients more often, I would have a water bowl out. And this was something that I could put kind of in between us. It's better than like a physical barrier. I would put it maybe off to the side, but in between me and the client. And it allowed me to send the energy that we both didn't need, the things that got released in sessions that, neither person really wants to take on to their energetic field. We put it into the water. And what's beautiful about water is that it holds this energetic memory, and it has a really good way of gathering things. So it's like if you send it to the water, it will sort of keep it in this same space. And when we're releasing what you could call negative energies back into the earth, you never want to drink this water. Always want to pour it out, give it back to the earth, pour it to nature. What's beautiful about what we call negative energies is that, Earth and Mother Nature is equipped to handle it. There is, in my belief system anyway, equal light and dark in the world as there has always been. There is a balance. I love exploring non-duality. That is a really, much more beautiful place to be. But in order to do that, you do need to understand duality, right? How do you separate from something unless you understand it fully? So with our dual nature, how things can be light and dark and good and bad and, black and white, it's important to understand what each of those look like. It's totally okay with me that there is negative, dark, some could call evil forces in the world. It's important, actually, it's our natural state and balance. I think in some ways you could see the destruction of certain systems, even beneficial systems, as necessary because, sometimes when something good gets destroyed, something better gets created in its place. So kind of a weird tangenty way to go off on this, but I keep a bowl of water around to collect energies that I don't want in my own space. And so what I've decided to do is put my phone here. I've got my light, my laptop charger and things. I'm going to be careful not to spill this water all over these electronics. And then I've got my laptop. And so what I would love to do is actually cleanse your feed, your social media feed, my YouTube as you're seeing it. And so this is an energetic tech cleanse, something that you can do anytime. So all that we're going to do is set the intention that negative or non-necessary energies get collected into this water bowl. And then I'm going to use this new incense and do a smoke cleansing as well of our feed and of this beautiful YouTube channel. I wanted to do this because it has been a while since I've done a full tech and energy cleanse. Now that I have a new desk set up, it felt really important to me. I've already blessed and cleansed the whole space, but not specifically with the tech gadgets around. So you can do this at home. If you're watching this video, you can also just take in this energy. What you can do is you can put your phone out. You know, if you're watching this on your phone, you can put your hands over it. You can keep a water bowl nearby. Just make sure you don't drink the water. I'm a fan of hydration, but this I don't think would make you feel very good. And it does feel really active. So something that you can stay tuned to. And this is, you know, I do teach energy work, but I don't often talk about the physical experience of it. Is for me, I feel like a lot of energy going through my hands right now. And the reason there's lots of energy going through my hands is because there's also lots of things that have happened on my social media and on my internet, my computer and everything, even just thoughts of like, you know, stress or doubt or things like that, that I know have stuck, right? And so it's almost like I'm passing them from the laptop through my hands, trying not to take it through my body, really. I'm actually passing it through my hands. If it goes through my body, that's fine because it goes through to the other hand. It's almost like a circle, you know, and then I'm allowing that energy to go from my hands into this water. So you can hold them over top like this. I like to keep sort of an open, receptive feed. And, you know, it's funny because I can really feel a lot of the energy is coming from my laptop, not so much from my phone. And it's interesting because I do more work on my laptop. And so that tells me a little bit about the energy I've been taking in, but also the energy to which I've been approaching my laptop. So the reason that I do a cleanse like this is so that I have a really positive relationship with my laptop after this case. Releasing any worries and doubts, judgments, fears, concerns, stresses, challenges, obstacles. There are no blocks. There are no blocks. This technology allows us to connect more deeply. This technology is helpful to us. These gadgets and these apps and these feeds are there to feed us, to nourish us. Social media feed, you know, we are being fed and nurtured and comforted by our technology. So when you feel like the, my laptop's like, yay. I don't know if you heard that little signal, but that was pretty cute. When you feel the energy between your hands that's coming through from your technology, from your gadgets, from your feeds, from maybe, you know, I have a ring light here. It's pretty neutral. My ring light, I have a pretty positive association with it because it helps me feel brighter. There's not much negative happening with the ring light. But as you begin to feel the hands and energy sort of lessen, that's when you know that you've pulled more and more. And so the idea would be to stay here for long enough that it feels like you've collected all that needs to be collected from the laptop, the phone, anything else, and put it into this water bowl. Just going to give it another minute or two here. So sort of what we're doing right now is extracting and pulling all of the, again, non-necessary energies into this water bowl. Then we will clear with the smoke, and then we will add in something positive. It's really nice to do that when you
pull something, it's almost like it takes away from the feeling of completeness or wholeness from within. And then the smoke cleansing clears the slate, but then you do want to add something positive in. So you don't just go back to the same, patterning. Now I'm feeling this water bowl step is almost complete. So just put this off to the side, or you can leave it, I'm going to leave it in the center. Actually, I'm going to leave it over this way, nearer to my phone. And then I'm just going to grab a lighter for this incense. I really did not have all of my materials gathered, but I'll go grab a lighter for this, and then we'll do a smoke cleansing. So stay right there. All right, time has come. If you would like, you could light a candle. You can burn some herbs. You could use a, properly sourced sage. You could also burn any other type of herbs or plants that you like to use. I love using cedar and burning cedar. That could be something, but right now I have this beautiful frankincense incense. And this is very grounding. Frankincense is something that I really associate with ancient ways, with home, groundedness, with healing of the body. Beautiful. So allow this energy to bless your feet. Don't forget your phone. I'm going to put this in here for now and allow this smoke just sort of surround, what I like to do actually with any type of smoke cleansing is watch how the smoke is reacting. I mean, this can be different depending on the type of room you're in. There's a lot of activity and color in this smoke. There's a lot of energy. It feels also very creatively inspired. So perhaps the chaos that I have felt in trying to go and do my work will be cleansed. Because we are getting lots more smooth movement now. There's a density that sits above the head, and it's interesting. So all of the smoke is sort of sitting above the laptop. So you may want to clear the energy over top of your technology. I mean, now I'm messing with the smoke, so I'm not going to keep reading the smoke. And with a lot of energy work, I don't know if this is really said often enough. You are meant to explore and feel it as you are divinely meant to. So you're meant to do things as you're meant to do them. Really clear, Kate. What I mean by that is you are meant to explore energy work as it flows through you and not as someone necessarily dictates it. So one of the things that I try to incorporate as I'm teaching energy is really what naturally the person's experience is, and then amplifying that, utilizing the natural ways we are meant to work, so I'm someone who doesn't always hear. Clairaudience, is not necessarily my strongest psychic skill. For other people, anytime they get a psychic message, they're like, oh, I just heard this. Oh, I hear this. And it's very clear for them. So I wouldn't then go tell someone, go do a bunch of visualizations. I would go ask them to do something that actually relates to clairaudience and that skill that is more natural to them. So with energetic clearing, I will naturally do things like this where I'm moving my arms because I am actually a physical person. I'm sort of a kinesthetic learner. I'll practice physical touch and healing touch for years and still do. And I tend to be also just someone who's maybe a bit more active in that kind of way. So for me, clearing space physically really feels natural. If that doesn't feel natural for you and it feels more natural to sit in silence and imagine like a light beam clearing or, lightning clearing things, or maybe picture doesn't work for you, maybe it'll be sound. Maybe you imagine sound until it becomes one singular sound, right? Like it could be very many different ways. But what I would ask you to do is try to listen and feel the energy that is coming off of your laptop, your phone, whatever other gadgets you might have. If you have an Apple Watch or something like that, that would be a smart thing to clear because it's on you all the time. We interact so often with these tech gadgets, and we are, many of us so integrated with it that we don't realize sometimes the impact, and or maybe we do realize, but we think that that's just phones or that's just social media. I don't think there's anything wrong with social media, with phones, with laptops, with internet. Like, I don't think there's any problem with them. The challenge we have is our own relation to them. I've really adjusted how I perceive my tech and perceive my social media feed. Like I said earlier, it feeds me. And it has made a huge impact on how I then work and how I enjoy being in. I know it's hard to believe if you're not one of those people, but I really do enjoy it, being in my technology. When that starts to wear on me, I know it's time for a tech cleanse or a mental shift, right? Like a mindset shift on how I'm approaching it. So if this is something that intrigues you, interests you, I highly recommend you reach out. Maybe we can work together on this, even if it's just a 15-minute session and you just want a little bit of help with how you approach your tech. But I do also work with people on their business. It's something I really, really get such a kick out of, is helping people see how easy business can be for them online when you are your authentic self and when you deal with those things that are actually holding you back instead of running from them. I ran from a lot of things, when it came to my online business, and I still think there are things that are limitations or blocks. So it's a beautiful journey to release and release and release and kind of expand yourself within the context of business or within the context of being online, being visible online. So right now I have my hands up and out, and this is because I'm being drawn to add positive energy into the field of my technology, my phone. I'm going to place my phone a little bit differently here. Yeah, perfect. So it's interesting. You might be able to sense and pick up with your hands, or with however you interpret energy. You might be able to pick up or sense which of your gadgets requires more positive energy. So it's not the same. For me, the laptop required more negative energy to be pulled, and the phone is asking for more positive energy to be put in. Which makes a lot of sense, really, truly, for how I've been relating to them. So we can repeat things, you can say affirmations, you could just put positive energy out in the world. Again, there are so many different ways psychic skills work and energy skills work. They are very similar. And so just use whatever is natural to you, whatever is comforting to you. And if you just like me to give the energy, then take what I am giving you here. Again, our technology energizes us, it adds energy, vibrancy, and information and expansion to our lives. My social media feeds me. I am nourished by the power of technology. These gadgets act as an extension of my authentic truth. I feel expansive when using these technologies, and I know they help me get to my highest self. I do good with these technologies. My phone brings me to greater connection with my communities. I feel light I feel unburdened when using my laptop or my phone. After I am done using my phone or my laptop, any electronic gadget, I feel revived, I feel energized, I feel positive. All of this energy is for my benefit. Okay, so you may want to do a little bit more clearing. For me, this is feeling really good. It feels like I've gotten some good positive energy flow happening. And any of the things that felt like it was vortexing my energy almost inward, you know, it almost feels like it's pulling, that feels entirely neutralized. I don't feel any of those effects now. So hopefully you've been able to either have some of your own experience here, or you've enjoyed me clearing your feed or us clearing the YouTube channel together. If you are interested in learning more about energy with me, the Empath Energetics program is starting mid-April, I think around April 15th. But to be honest, every session I've done this, I've just allowed, you know, a certain number of people in mind, and I wait until this fills up, and we always seem to start at kind of the right time for everybody. Easter weekend happens in that mid-April, so it'll be after Easter, let's say. So we're going to start Empath Energetics round 5 after Easter. If you would like to learn more about energy and expanding your own energy and getting into archetype healing and a whole bunch of other things, please check out the links below and book a session with me. And, you know, if you're just feeling called to doing healing, alignment work, or energy intuition development, or business support with me, especially if you're a spiritual or you're a creative business owner, just because it's my favorite, it's kind of my zone of genius as well, then I would love to meet with you. So do feel free to book a 15-minute call. And well, enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you watch this, everybody, and hope to see you soon on an Oracle session. So take care, and enjoy the rest of your day.